when you get into one of these lessons, it opens up with a paragraph or two just setting the stage, or priming the pump, to use a different idiom, where we're starting to think through, okay, what are we going to encounter in this chapter or in these chapters under consideration? And then, after you read the text, you have a couple of questions that get you thinking about what you just read before you start making particular observations in the text, and then start digging into particular issues to help you to understand the text. And so you have getting started, observing the text, understanding the text, and then moving into making connections within Scripture as we read Scripture in the light of Scripture, making those Bible connections. And then that dovetails nicely into making theological connections in terms of the doctrines that are expressed in the passage, or really, I might say, are activated in the passage and brought into the foreground. And finally, we conclude with a few questions on how to apply this text in our lives as members of a church, as Christians in a Christian home or family, in our communities, as we seek to spread the gospel and be witnesses to Christ, and also in our own personal piety and daily living. And then finally, and this is one of my favorite parts of each lesson, a prayer prompt at the end that has a paragraph or just a few sentences that should help us to pray the text, or pray through what we've just been handling in the text. So that's what the lessons are doing, and that's what they've always been doing in this series, even before I hopped on board. And from what I understand, they've been very helpful to churches and individuals going through particular books of the Bible.